Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for CBS 8 Plus extended forecast. I'm Evan Nurani, and it is another wet day across San Diego County as an atmospheric river makes its way across Southern California. We had a wet day Wednesday, another wet day today for Thursday. Take a look at the rain we've seen so far, coming in between about 1/10 of an inch all the way up to nearly 1/2 an inch in Vista, about 4/10 of an inch. So those rain totals have been a little bit more steady up around North County. The first surge of wet weather came through yesterday evening and continued overnight. Through this morning, we've got some showers on the way. We've seen many through the morning hours, but they've been mainly smaller cells that have moved onshore. Don't confuse a smaller cell with less rain. It just means it doesn't stick around for quite as long. It's not kind of that steady rainfall. Instead, it's those quick bursts of energy that come through, those quick rounds of moderate rain that we're expecting over the course of the day Thursday. But by Thursday evening, that's when we have that onslaught of more moderate to heavy rain across the county that we'll be watching for. We do have that winter weather advisory now officially in play through Friday morning. 3 to 5 inches of snow possible above 4,000 to 4,500 feet. We've already seen snow in Julian, Mount Laguna, Palomar Mountain. And that means that more is expected as those temperatures stay in that cooler range. Some intense wind gusts expected as well. So let's time it out for you. You can see what the next several hours look like. Pausing this at about 10 a.m. We still have some of those lighter showers that have moved onshore, but it's not covering the entirety of the screen. Out along the coastline, we'll get plenty of breaks between now and the afternoon. But here's 6 p.m. that we push through, and you see that more clear and widespread onslaught of rain. Orange and red colors are where we're most concerned about the possibility of heavy downpours and even the chance for some thunderstorm activity. National Weather Service has said especially right along the coast, we might see that as a possibility. Also notice how much snow we could be picking up on. That blue and pink on the screen showing areas where we could start to pick up on several inches. And again, right now it looks like those max models push us to about 1/2 foot of snow toward our highest elevations. Quite a good amount for us. So nice weekend to get out and maybe enjoy Julian with a little bit of snow on the ground. Right now it's just a dusting. It should be a little bit more by tomorrow morning. Julian is also at the end of the day going to have lighter accumulations compared to those higher elevations. So it's more of a middle ground if you don't want to go to the full-fledged inches and inches of snow. When we time this out through the late night time frame, here's 10:30. Almost all of that wet weather is out of our hair. We have a few remaining mountain showers that we'll pick up on over the late night hours on Thursday and into the early morning hours of Friday. You see, that's pretty much all that is left by the time we get to late Friday night. So not much expected along the coast or inland. In fact, we're not even calling for weather impact alert days along the coast or inland for Friday, and that's because we only have a couple remaining showers over the mountains. It's about all we can expect, and they're pretty light overall. So how much rain is left in the forecast? Well, if we push through about 8 p.m., we've got another about 1/2 an inch or less. But then after 8 p.m., between about 8 and 10, we'll get the final kind of pushes of energy remaining, and that'll likely bring our totals to an additional about 7 to 9/10 of an inch, which in some spots where we've already seen only 1/10 of an inch, it'll put us right at that inch marker. But other spots of the county where we've already seen 1/2 an inch, well, that could push us well over an inch, closer to about 1.5 inches, maybe 1.25 inches. So we'll keep tabs on that, but it does look like we have a lot more additional rain in the forecast as we get through the afternoon and evening stretch. So that's our best chance for rain today. That chance dwindles for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By Friday afternoon, we are right back to those dry skies, and we have that continuing through Saturday and Sunday with more and more sunshine in the forecast over the course of the weekend. Temperatures warming their way up as well to the upper 60s in many cases. By the time we get into the beginning of next week, we've got another opportunity for rain in the forecast. You see that chance climbing to about 80% as we get into Tuesday of next week. Inland valleys will go from 54 degrees this afternoon to the upper 50s, 60s, and 70s by Sunday, and then sliding right back down. So it's a bit of a pyramid that we have here where we see those temperatures gaining momentum all the way through that warming trend by Sunday and then dropping right back down on the backside. In terms of what we can expect today, it's going to stay cool, it's going to stay breezy. And then those additional showers are going to be kind of hit or miss throughout the day before things become a lot more widespread, and virtually everyone is guaranteed to see that rain by the evening hours, just in time for the evening commute, as we say. Mountains have more snow in the forecast possible by the beginning middle of next week, at least a rain-snow mixture of sorts. Deserts are going to stay lighter on their accumulations, but they've got plenty of wind as well. Wind advisory in play. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 70s are back, mid-70s, dropping back down to the 60s for that next storm as it arrives by the beginning of next week. So we are not out of the woods yet. We're about halfway through this atmospheric river passing through Southern California. We'll get a nice little break embedded in this, and then another storm as we get into the beginning and middle of next week. Doesn't look like it's going to give us much of a break even through Thursday, maybe even Friday of next week. So plan on another wet one as we go into next week, but at least timed out pretty nicely for a dry upcoming weekend. You remember you can keep up to date with the latest on our website at cbs8.com/weather. You can also download the free CBS 8 streaming channel on your smart TV. Have a great day. I'm Evan Irani.